can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, we see who's better in the NFC, between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side taking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds... Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go from East Rutherford. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. Leading him out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Fields gets it out wide quick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here's Jarquez Hunter getting his first look on the ground. They'll cobble together a yard there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Gano ready to send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Washington first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's Robinson running the zone read. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. On the gun, it's Daniels. Has it down close. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Daniels, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. A pistol snap, Fields. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Hall running between the tackles. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Looking to throw, Fields. Set up the screen here for Hall. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Fields on 3rd. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Caden Stearns. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Giants 1st down.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 3-3 game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Off the play fake, it's Fields. Connects on the crosser, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Connects with his back, Hall. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants take a second quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Daniels now on first down. That's brought in. It's his back, Brashard Smith. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. On 2nd down, Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. They'll throw 3rd and long. Pass complete to Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Commanders tie things 10-10. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Eric Gray to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to Bowers outright. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fields out of the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
air it out on 3rd. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. He put some juice on it. Big gain downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gray now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following his efforts. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, it's Fields. And he's just gonna get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's gonna be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. This is a heater going deep. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. That's Trey Amos, rookie 2nd rounder on the tackle. 3rd and long for him here. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now and goal to go. From the red zone now. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gray now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Fields throwing here. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Fields to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Fields now on 3rd. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throwing again, it's Fields. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Another throw for Fields. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's another Giants 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. I'll set up the screen here for Hall. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Fields. That's incomplete left side. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. And they take this in for the score. The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Daniels from the pistol. Right side. This is caught by Taylor. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Giants with an extra DB out there now. Third down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So on fourth down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. The Giants getting one more series here before the half. And with field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Could make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So they're left facing third and long. To the air on third and long. Completed over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down. Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. They'll run it with Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Short side option here. Daniels hit, he lost the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Out of the gun, Daniels finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Running back sent in motion. It's 3rd and 2. Now Daniels. Flush down now to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Daniels now on first down, taking a chance to the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down, Daniels. And they get to him again. They come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
3rd and long for Daniels. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Gray now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pete Werner has it. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. And give to Smith here on the zone read. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he'll go down here at the 16. 3rd and short, Daniels. Rolling left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or 2. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And his touchdown, another one for him this season, as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. Fields on 1st down. He finds Evans, left side. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He gets 6 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hall takes it straight ahead. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for a New York first down.
Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants get this tie before the end of the 3rd. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. But this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants take the lead on that successful kick.
31. Commanders 30.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Throwing on first down, Daniels. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Another 3 and out.
And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. The Commanders ready for the punt. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Giants and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Throwing on first down, Fields. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
First down.
A pistol snap, Fields. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's Hall. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That one's caught. Judy has it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34.
Robinson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fields out of the gun. That throw comes up short. Needed a little more muscle on that one. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play of this drive.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamie.
Now Fields again. Connects with his back. Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Fields. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Fields. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Another throw for Fields. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it. It likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Commanders losing by 4. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson, running in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll look to throw it. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Defense in the dime now, clinging to that lead. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs. The Giants about to get to work on offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go right back to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Setting up to pass. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Picked up at the 38. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders and wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
And there's a spike. That's going to stop it at 33 seconds. Nearing the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Now to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Commanders make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. This one left for Daniels. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from New York.
Yeah, huh?